In today's lecture, we'll learn about different types of cells. Previously, in cell theory, we stated that all organisms are made up of one or more cells. This means that every living thing we see around our cell is made up of cells. Then why do these things differ from each other? The answer is because these things are made up of different types of cells. Broadly, there are two types of cells, the prokaryotic cells and the eukaryotic cells. The prokaryotic cell includes bacteria, archaea, and cyanobacteria. These are all basically different types of bacteria. The eukaryotic cells includes animals, plants, and fungal cells. The word pro means before and karyotic mean nucleus. So the prokaryotic cells are the cells that arise before the appearance of nucleus. This means that prokaryotic cells lack a proper nucleus. Their DNA is dispersed in the cytoplasm. They have an outer wall called cell membrane and a cell wall. The cell wall is covered with an external covering called capsule. This capsule provides extra strength to the prokaryotic cell. That's why these cells can survive in the extremes of environment like high temperatures, lack of nutrients, etc. Apart from this, the DNA, they have an extra DNA piece called plasmid. There can be one plasmid or more than one plasmid. For the sake of movement, the prokaryotic cells have flagella, and for the sake of reproduction, that is to attach to the other bacteria, they have villi. Eukaryotic cells. Eu means after. So the prokaryotic cells evolved after the formation of nucleus. The eukaryotic nucleus consists of a nucleolus, that is the central dark stained part. It has a jelly-like substance called nucleoplasm that contains the DNA. DNA is present in the form of chromatin. Nucleus is covered by a nuclear envelope just like a cell is covered by a cell membrane. Other structures of a eukaryotic cell include endoplasmic reticulum that can be rough or smooth, microfilaments, lysosomes, microtubules, intermediate filaments, Golgi apparatus, vacuoles, mitochondria, and peroxisomes. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of cell as it produces ATP, the energy source of the cell. Ribosomes are important for the production of proteins. Proteins perform many important functions. They can be channel proteins, carrier proteins, they can be enzymes or other nutritional substances. The prokaryotic and the eukaryotic cell differ from each other in various ways, but they also have some common features. For example, they both have DNA, they both have the jelly-like substance called cytoplasm, they both have ribosomes, and they both have the cell membranes. Talking about the differences, the prokaryotic cell lacks the nucleus or any membrane-bound organelles such as lysosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, peroxisomes, mitochondria, vacuole, and Golgi apparatus, whereas the eukaryotic cells contain the nucleus and the membrane-bound organelles. A prokaryotic cell is always unicellular, that is, it is made up of one cell. However, a eukaryotic cell can be unicellular or multicellular.